After a year of waiting and sulking, the Valencia update is finally out for the Pirate101 test realm. And one of my first impressions of the content that was released? Well, it sucked. To be playing Wizard101 because Pirate101 content is much more engaging than Wiz! But first things first, I do want to put out a big old spoiler tag on the video. The content you see on screen is the first day of the test round, and the devs have mentioned about future content being added at a later date. So if you're watching this video, the chances of being spoiled by any unfinished story, gear, and the characters are very high. I mean, I don't know why you're even watching this video in the first place. Go play Wizard101 or something. But basically, if you're here to see Valencia content without dealing with all the test realm bugginess nonsense, that's great. Cause for fuck's sake, I hate this dumbass gate. With that out of the way, let's talk about what to expect in Valencia Part 3. I was really surprised to see the voice acting massively improve in this update. You expect all the main character dialogues like Bonnie Ann, El Toro, and of course, Sinbad. But we hear returning voices like Catbeard in a major way, and Albino got a few voice line and banter as well. There is a lot of lore to listen to and explores the mystery of what happened to Cain and his society, the Queen's sudden revival from the end of Valencia Part 2, and the unknown map pieces that Cain had. As much as that was well done, there is a sudden pacing change right at the end of the update that made me feel iffy about the future. As we are retrieving the map pieces, we get 3 of Marco Pollo's maps. Yes, 3, not 2 as stated from previous dialogue, but 3. I don't know why they had to add in another piece in the tomb, but that essentially makes us only needing 1 more to form the entire map for El Dorado. In such a short span of time to retrieve the map pieces in this update, which by the way only took about 2 hours, I feel like Tartarus was longer with even more terrifying bosses to go through. It felt like getting the map pieces a bit underwhelming considering the length and difficulty of this Valencian update. It doesn't feel as rewarding to get all 3 of them, and I felt like they should have stuck to 1 or even just the 2 pieces that Cain was holding. The future of Pirate101's story is also impacted by this, as there is only 1 more map piece left. How much more content in Arc 2 are we expecting with only 1 more to go? Maybe in the next update it will be explained more and see how the story will drag out, but as of right now, the potential of KI expanding the universe of Pirate101 using the map as the focal point just isn't there at the moment. But hey, at least I'll still be playing the game like a walking husk of my former self that can't switch to any other games. As a Musk enthusiast like myself, I did the content on my pure shooty musketeer. I mean, what can I say? Guns are just superior in any form. The enemies are very challenging but manageable at some levels. I like that the devs are working their way at making the enemies use more powers and spells compared to having just a shit ton of stats and epics. And no, we do not need to mention Tartarus again. But the quality of the mob fights are very challenging and fun, with some of the boss fight having to think about strategy, positioning, and awareness, which I do enjoy. There are some random mini bosses in the courtyard, which is probably not finished considering they have no drops yet, or the fact that this unicorn can just straight up A-pose on your ass and teleport. There's not a lot of fights in this update, so I was a bit disappointed from that because of the smaller fights that makes the content shorter. But this update got the most unique bosses so far, and with the devs mentioning that the unique combat mechanic will be added in the test realm at a later date for both mainline and side bosses, it's safe to say that they are just touching the surface of these fights. Now, the only question I have as a Musk main why do these Armada have True Grit 5 and Musketeer Metal that lowers my damage? Wait, Rook is back? For the past few companions that we got from the storyline, I felt like they were just a bit inferior to the others that we have recruited, but holy crap, we got a new one. And let me just say, this is the most unique combat I have ever seen. A guinea pig companion that was cut from the original Valencian Part 2 content and repurposed for this update. This companion is a buccaneer with great chaining potential, but unfortunately bad movement range. But one of his powers he has is big. An attack that can deal 50% of the enemy's current HP? You're telling me that you can use this on anyone, including Discalus or the Beast, which has so much HP, you're doing damage that can rival 4 scratch 100% buffs? I can see a lot of potential with this companion, as you can basically send him into a boss fight and get rid of their massive HP boss values with no cost. Not only that, this is the most unique companion so far because of the different epics he can get depending on which class you recruit him on. On my Musketeer, he got Gunsting, Singer, and on my buck he got Vengeance Strike. I love what the devs are experimenting with these companions, as it gives mainline companions a chance to be used for every class that isn't structured based on whether or not he's a witch or they are a squash. And speaking of companions, there are new companions in the new pack that will be released, but that's not in the test realm yet, so I'll talk about it when I get a chance at gambling packs in another video. But so far, KI, I like these companions. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me in this video. You don't want me to talk about the loot in the content. Currently, there is no chests dropping from fights as the devs are working on adding gear for this update soon. So I'll talk about it in another video. There is potentially from a pack loot, but it's meh. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video is the first one on this channel and more to come if you guys really enjoy it. I didn't know how to approach making this style of video for Pirate101, so let me know in the comments if you prefer this style or you prefer a different one. If you guys want more content, make sure to subscribe to this channel as I'll be making more future 101 videos as well as other unhinged stuff planned for this channel. I also do stream on Twitch every week from 12 PM to 4 PM PST. So stick around if you're interested in some more Pirate101 or other games content. But until then, thank you all for watching and happy pirating. Also, KI, fix the damn game!